At some point, everyone has imagined escaping their life and sailing the world's oceans. And for the very rich, they can do just that with far more luxury. Today, we're going to look at some of the most expensive boats and super yachts purchased by celebrities, many of which go into the hundreds of millions of dollars. Such owners include Tom Brady, Steven Spielberg, Drake, Giorgio Armani, Steve Jobs, and many more. We'll see the incredible features they get to enjoy as they bob across the ocean, like swimming pools, submarines, helipads, and much more. So let's get started. Rafael Nadal is considered one of the greatest tennis players of all time. His prize money alone from the sport is over $120 million. As such, he's been known to spend some big money on his passion for boating. In 2016, Nadal purchased a 76-foot-long boat he named Beethoven. Built by Monte Carlo Yachts, the MCY 76 vessel was a prized possession of the tennis icon. Yet by 2019, looks like Rafi got bored. He wanted a change. Beethoven was sold for around $3 million. At the same time, Nadal commissioned the creation of a brand new 80-foot catamaran. It would later be called Great White. The 80 Sunreef power yacht has a top speed of 23 knots, which is around 26 miles per hour. It has a garage built in that's able to store a tender, also known as a dinghy, and a jet ski, and other ocean venturing vehicles. The boat's master suite features a walk-in dressing room and a flip-down ceiling TV above the double bed. The suite also has a fold-down balcony to take in those stunning sea views in private. The Great White has around 4,000 square feet of living space altogether. The price of this luxurious yacht set Nadal back a reported $5 million. Pink Floyd guitarist David Gilmour has had an outstanding music career, understatement. As such, he possesses a net worth of $180 million to enjoy. In 1986, while browsing a copy of the magazine Country Life, Gilmour saw a houseboat that caught his eye called Astoria. He just had to buy it. As soon as he did, Gilmour had the unusual idea of converting the boat into a floating recording studio. At the time, the guitarist hated spending as much as he did in windowless studios, so he changed that whole scene. The 88.5-foot boat was the studio that at least partly recorded and mixed the last 3 Pink Floyd albums. I knew there was something that sounded strange about their last 3 albums. I'm kidding. Astoria was originally built in 1911 by British impresario Fred Carnot. He designed it so a 90-piece orchestra could play on the boat's deck. Like the Titanic? Just kidding, too soon. The cost of the boat at the time was said to be £20,000, or around $27,000. With inflation, that would be around $740,000 today. Astoria is currently moored on the River Thames in London. With that price added to the cost, along with buying top-of-the-line recording equipment, Gilmour likely spent millions on Astoria. Constructed in 2010 by Ocean Co., the Seven Seas is one of the best super yachts around, and it's owned by legendary film director Steven Spielberg. The 282-foot boat is said to have cost between $184 and $200 million. With a price tag like that, the Seven Seas is layered in luxurious extras. There's a fully equipped gym, a helipad, a spa and massage room, an infinity pool, and 2 cinemas. The super yacht has space for 12 guests and 26 crew altogether. The master suite has a private deck, a study, and a private jacuzzi to enjoy away from the others. The boat's incredible interior was designed by Nuvolari Leonard. The Seven Seas also has 2 tenders stored below. The price of running such a boat is really high. It currently costs $1 million every month. As a result, during 2015, a story broke, breaking news, stating that Spielberg was looking to offload his pricey super yacht. The director was looking to sell in order to purchase a larger vessel. So if you want to try it out, you can charter the boat, although it'll cost you $1.2 million per month. One of the biggest names in fashion, Giorgio Armani, has amassed a startling net worth of $9.6 billion. In 2008, he received a delivery in the shape of a super yacht. Created by Code Casa, the 213-foot vessel was christened Maine. The dark green military-esque ship had both its interior and exterior designed in part by the iconic Italian fashion designer. Armani chose the unusual boat color in order to camouflage Maine at sea. The boat features a gym, a cinema, a jacuzzi, 2 salons, 6 cabins, a sun deck, a lift, and a spiral staircase. Even Maine's living room has a fireplace. In the stern is a garage with room to hold a number of tenders. The ship has space to house 12 guests and a further 14 crew members. According to rumors, the crew even have to change their uniform 3 times per day. Maine is able to reach speeds of 17 knots, which is around 20 miles per hour. The cost of this vessel is said to have set Armani back $60 million. In March of 2020, music and film producer David Geffen drew heavy criticism when announcing on social media that he was isolating during the global events on a super yacht with the crew. The boat in question was the Rising Sun. Originally, it was created in 2004 for the co-founder of Oracle, Larry Ellison. The German company Lürssen built the stunning vessel for a reported $250 million. Geffen would then purchase a share of the boat in 2007, yet in 2010, he purchased it outright for an apparent $590 million altogether. He then immediately refitted the Rising Sun. Ellison felt that at 454 feet, it was too big for him. For Geffen, it was perfect. The luxury liner is covered in wealth. It has a massive 82 rooms altogether, with space for 18 guests and 55 crew, with the top deck only for Geffen's use. The boat also has facilities such as a basketball court that can be used as a helipad, a cinema, jacuzzi, bathrooms, a gym, a large wine cellar, a sauna, and a spa. We could go on. A number of big names have holidayed on the boat, including the Obamas, Oprah Winfrey, Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Hanks, and more. Another person that might be joining the wealthy yacht club is the rapper Drake. A few weeks ago, he posted up an Instagram stories with an image of a luxurious hallway. Written on the photo is, "Yacht finishes all 2021. In a previous post, Drake is seen on a golf cart and approaching a waterfront area. Docked are a selection of pricey boats. As of yet, this is only a hint to Drake's new boat. Yet, with a net worth of $180 million and an annual salary of $70 million, we expect the yacht to be one of the nicest around, especially if the rest of the boat is as glorious as the hallway image. This won't be the only massive vehicle in Drake's arsenal. In 2019, the Canadian was gifted a custom Boeing 767 named Air Drake. The company responsible for the gift was Cargojet, a Canadian airline. They stated, quote, "It'll more than pay for itself in publicity. And considering it's valued at $185 million, it should provide a lot of publicity." In 2012, a super yacht designed by Philippe Starck's company Ubik and built by Feedship was launched. However, the man that commissioned the yacht was no longer around. It was created by Apple co-founder Steve Jobs, who passed away the year prior. Venus, as the boat has been named, is said to have cost between $126 and $250 million. The 257-foot vessel, which is still owned by the Jobs family, has many of its details wrapped in privacy. But we do know Venus has space for 12 guests and 22 crew. The bridge is also outfitted with 7 27-inch iMacs. There were also reports that the entire boat was designed in order to be controlled through a mobile app. And when we say everything, we mean everything. The steering, the air conditioning, and so on was all speculated to have been monitored through an iPhone. What could go wrong? Venus also has a garage that holds a Pesco tender. A second-hand 23-foot Solis tender by Pesco being sold online could cost as much as $75,000. After signing a 2-year deal worth at least $50 million to sign with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Tom Brady decided to splash his cash on a boat. After all, Florida is more well known for its water activity than compared to Brady's previous home of Boston with the New England Patriots. In December 2020, the NFL quarterback received his vessel christened Viva La Vida. The boat is a Wire 55S. The basic price of this model starts at around $2.3 million. The 55-foot boat has enough cabins for 4 people altogether. Brady is in a very small club. There are only 10 wire-made boats in the U.S., with only 4 of the 55S models in the country in total. Viva La Vida even has a compartment that can fit a sea bob. These are handheld devices that propel the holder through the water. They can be used for diving, too. The top model, the Seabob F5 SR, has a base price of $17,480. The price increases depending on the color, design, and extra accessories like a camera. Before his passing in 2018, Microsoft co-founder Paul Allen had a huge net worth of $20.3 billion. With that cash, Allen decided to have a boat built by Lürssen that was delivered in 2003. It's now operated by his sister, Jody Allen. The 414-foot vessel is named Octopus. It's believed it cost $200 million to create the huge vessel. The massive boat has room for 26 guests and 63 crew altogether. It holds such luxuries as a basketball court, a cinema, a spa, and 2 helipads. There's even a glass-bottom observation lounge to enjoy marine life and comfort. The Octopus has also been used for scientific research. As such, the ship has 7 tenders, an SUV, 2 life rafts, and a remotely operated underwater vehicle. It even has a Pagu submarine with space for another in the ship. There's also a dive center and a hyperbaric chamber. In 2019, the Octopus was put up for sale. Currently, the price is set around $284 million. Who wants it? You got any takers? By the way, that's a big drop from its original asking price of $357 million. With Chelsea Football Club recently parting ways with one manager and hiring another, the owner, Roman Abramovich, is probably longing to relax on his stunning boat, the Eclipse. The 533-foot vessel was at one time the longest yacht in the world. Originally built by Blom & Voss, the cost of the Eclipse has been reported between $500 and $700 million in 2010. With that much money, the boat has many incredible features. It has 2 swimming pools, 2 helipads, a disco hall, and many hot tubs. One of the swimming pools has an adjustable depth and can be even converted into a dance floor. There's even a mini submarine and 6 tenders within the Eclipse. The Eclipse has space for 36 guests and 70 crew altogether, with the 17 VIP rooms and the master suite being the most luxurious. The vessel is said to be the safest boat in the world. There's a missile detection system, the wheelhouse and main cabin are armored, and the windows throughout are bulletproof. There's even a rumor that the boat features anti-paparazzi technology that uses lasers to ruin the photographs of the person taking them. Final fact finish, currently the Guinness World Record for largest passenger liner belongs to the cruise ship, the MS Symphony of the Seas. The ship is 1,188 feet long. The Royal Caribbean-operated vessel had her maiden voyage in April 2018. The ship is said to have cost $1.35 billion to make. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you next time.